Hey, this is White Whale Comics. My name's actually Alan. I'm live from Baltimore Comic Con, and for some reason, you're watching Bear Island Comics. Enjoy?
All right, the fun part. Let's take a look at some books I'll be hunting in 2020 and beyond. Of course, I'm not going to get all these this year. I'm not going to get half of these this year. I'm not going to get a third of them this year. That'd be crazy. All right, here we go. Y'all know Poison Ivy's my girl. Eventually, I got to get my Batman 181. First appearance of Poison Ivy. This is the kind of book that I'm going to hold out for in a higher grade. I think I'm going to go for like a 7 on this, like a CBC 7.0 for Batman 181. I also want to look for a Golden Age Batman book that has some sort of historical significance on the cover. For example, Batman 24 has a mention of war bonds. That one's been on my eBay watch list for a little while. I don't know when I'm going to pull the trigger on something like that. It's not like a super high priority. I just think it'd be something cool to have in my collection. Detective Comics 411. That's the first Talia al Ghul to pair with my first Ra's al Ghul. This one I'm going to be looking for like an 8.0 or higher, I think. Not the toughest book to find in a high grade. Detective Comics 858 is a really cool Adam Hughes Batwoman cover. I'll be looking for that in like a 9.8. Detective Comics 1000, the Ji Hyung Lee Virgin variant with the Harley Quinn with the bat. Just a beautiful, beautiful cover. Same goes for Detective Comics 1000, the Adam Hughes Catwoman Virgin variant. House of Secrets 92. It's been on my list for a while. Looking for that in just about any grade that presents well and has good colors. Similarly, I'd like a Swamp Thing #1. That one probably like in a higher grade, I think. Not too hard to get that one in a higher grade. Big Swamp Thing fan. Batman 609. I'll be looking for that in a 9.8. That's the first Tommy Elliott. Very cool cover that features Poison Ivy. Batgirl Adventures #1 in a 9.8. That's a book Alec has, and I saw him unbox that and I got a little bit jealous. Beautiful, beautiful book. The book that I'm obsessed with, absolutely obsessed. I think I got to get this book at some point this year. It's just a matter of making it happen. Is Batman Adventures 12. For me, this book has everything. It has a key first appearance, of course, of Harley Quinn. The cover is great. It's got Batgirl, it's got Poison Ivy, it's got Harley. It's got the nostalgia factor for me for Batman the Animated Series. This is the big one for me right now. Gotham Girls #2 is just a cool Ivy cover. So I'll be looking for that in 9.8. Gotham City Sirens #1. JP got me started on Gotham City Sirens with an A-OK, and so I got to go after #1 in a 9.8. Kind of a book that you don't see a lot, Batman Family #9. It's got a really cool Batgirl cover, but also features Joker's daughter. Be looking for that in some sort of high grade. Catwoman #70. Just one of the many beautiful Adam Hughes Catwoman covers. I'll look for a 9.8 in that. Suicide Squad #49. I believe this is the first appearance of Oracle. Really, really cool cover with her pointing a gun. I'll be looking for that in a 9.8. Over on the Marvel side of things, Hulk 180, which I truly believe to be the first appearance of Wolverine, and I really can't afford 181, so it'd be cool to have this in my collection and know that I have the first appearance of Wolverine. I want to add some Kirby to my collection. Daredevil 43 has always been one of my favorite covers by Jack Kirby. Also, Strange Tales #90. Kind of weird, but very cool. I like the appearance of that guy with the big eyes. Captain America number 6, the first appearance of Winter Soldier. I've always enjoyed that character. It'd be cool to have his first appearance. NYX number 3. Be searching for like a 9.6 or a 9.8 of that. I do enjoy X-23 as a character. X-Men Red number 1. The Ji-Hyung Lee, I guess you could say, butt cover Virgin variant. I've always thought that was a beautiful cover. Going back to early X-Men, early X-Men, X-Men number 12. I'll be looking for that in like a mid-grade. First appearance of Juggernaut and the origin of Professor X. To me, this is the best early X-Men book. I mean, I know X-Men number 1 has a lot of their first appearances in it, but in terms of reading, this was the first one of the series I really enjoyed. The first one that didn't feel like it was kind of made for kids. So, X-Men number 12 would be really cool to have someday. And just a couple of indie books. Black Hammer number 1 in a 9.8. I still don't have that. There's a couple of variant covers. There's one that looks like a Justice League logo that's pretty cool too. And Saga number 2 in high grade I'd like to have. That green cover is just awesome. So that pretty much does it for what is on my my sort of watch list. I'm going to get real specific about my collecting goals here. I'm calling it the rule of 4. For my favorite characters, whenever possible, I want 4 things. I want a statue. I want a piece of original art. I want sort of a modern classic comic book. And I want their first appearance. So, for instance, I've got the Stephanie Hans commission here. I'm looking to get Poison Ivy's first appearance. I've got some cool modern books of hers, and I'll look to get a statue at some point. So eventually, display cases, all that fun stuff. Really focused collecting on just really special things. Also, more date stamps. I want more date stamps. I can't get enough of them. There's been a couple of classic books that I've gotten from like Silver Age that have date stamps on them that I didn't even know. I love them. I love date stamps. That's just, sorry, I'm weird. Some non-collecting goals of mine. Continue reading Saga. I picked up volume 2. I can't wait to see how that story unfolds. I want to read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run, pretty much in its entirety. I want to read Kingdom Come, the Alex Ross and I think it's Kurt Busiek. I'm going to read some more Batman trades, things like The Long Halloween, a lot of Batman books that I missed when I wasn't collecting. I want to read something that Darwin Cook did. Alec is always going on about how great Darwin Cook is, so I'd like to experience that. I want to read George Perez's Wonder Woman before the movie comes out, so I'm a little bit educated going into that. I want to read more Elseworlds type of stories and non-canon, non-continuity type stuff. I feel like this is where the best stories are being told right now. They just aren't taking many risks in a lot of the main titles, and a lot of times great stories are told in the non-continuity stuff that they end up bringing those characters in and events in to continuity eventually, because that's where the best stories are. A lot of the Black Label stuff has been really good, like Harleen and Joker Killer Smile, Curse of the White Knight, that sort of stuff. What else? Non-collecting goals. I want to win an episode of Comic Gories. Yeah, I do. It's a goal. I want to continue developing my friendships within the community. I also want to reach out to some of the people in the community that I don't really know yet, that I haven't gotten to know very well and haven't really made an effort to know. There's every type of person in this community, and it's just so cool. Looking ahead to 2020, I expect this to be a fantastic year. However, you're not going to see any new content on Bear Island Comics until March. The reason being is I need to take some time and focus on my health. I weigh too much. I'm overweight to a point where it's a quality of life issue. I want to be able to go places and not sweat. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to have breathing problems. There are all sorts of problems I need to solve by losing some weight. I know it's cliche. It's a New Year's resolution type thing, but I just turned 40, and it's getting to the point where if I don't sort of take control of this right now and make some lifestyle changes, it's going to be really hard to down the road. It's going to be even harder to. I don't get home each night from work until like 7:15, and I need to spend that time not editing videos. So I will still be on the Wednesday night Comic Core show if they'll continue to have me. I sure hope so. So you'll see me weekly on that live show, but no new actual videos on here until after C2E2. I can understand if anyone wants to unsubscribe. I totally get that. However, if you stick around, I promise you, I'm going to have something special planned for when I come back. I'm going to come back strong. Okay? This is no big dramatic thing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just dedicating my time to something super important, and I'm going to come back better. So, no worries. I hope you enjoyed this year starter video, and
I bid you farewell and good luck, morons. Bye.